Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel so ridiculous saying this, but I feel like I need to start saying shit like this just to get with the program or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna start again. I'm here today to talk about happy relationships and what happy relationships look like. There are a lot of people who will tell you that there's either a bad relationship or a normal relationship. That's not always the case. You can and you should strive for a happy relationship. And there are ways to tell whether your relationship is happy or not. And also, there are ways to cultivate a happy, healthy relationship. A happy relationship is not just a romantic ideal. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than just an idea, just some like aspiration of romance. Okay, let me share something with you. According to a ton of research, this is not just me saying it, okay, but there's so much research, so many studies that show that a happy relationship benefits us psychologically as well as physically by increasing our well-being on both fronts. So, if we are in a happy relationship, we are healthier. It is better to be in a happy relationship than to be single, but it is better to be single than to be in an unhappy relationship. That is because being in a happy relationship, which means a relationship that is mutually respectful and satisfactory and committed and intimate, has been linked with a longer lifespan. So it actually makes you live longer. And I'm sure you've heard of couples, maybe grandparents or couples of grandparents' generation, where if one person passes, within months of that, the other one passes. And there's all this talk about, oh, they were so close and so dependent on each other and they lived their whole lives just with each other. The other one couldn't survive. What happens to the body when you're in a happy relationship? It actually lowers your stress hormones. And stress/stress hormones are linked to so many diseases. So it actually makes you healthier. So what are the signs of a healthy, happy relationship? Number one, you respond to each other as opposed to reacting to each other. If your partner says something or does something that you don't like, do you snap at them? Do you pass judgments at them? Do you tell them, ki, you always do this? Or do you get angry and storm out of the room? These impulsive reactions, these knee-jerk reactions that we sometimes have to each other, that is reacting to your partner. Whereas responding to your partner would be, okay, my partner, my boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever you like to call your partner, is being a complete jerk right now. Do I judge their character? Do I, yell back at them? Or do I just sit back, let them have their moment, process what's happening, and whenever we are in a position, in a place where both of us can have a calm, sensible conversation about it, do I then share my feelings about what they did? Okay, so let me put this another way. Your partner does something that you don't like, you snap back at them, you yell at them, and you call them names, or you don't call them names, and you basically just get into this big heated argument, or you let them just have their moment, and if it's getting out of hand, if they're yelling a lot, if they're getting really angry or being mean to you, you tell them, okay, you know what, I'm going to walk away. I will let you be. And whenever you're in a better mood or whenever you're not this angry, I'm going to come back and we will talk about this. And when that time comes, you tell them, listen, what you did, what you said really hurt me, but I also want to know where that came from or what's going on with you. So responding to your partner comes from a place of wanting to understand them, wanting to give them validation, and also wanting to show them care. Number two, when you're together, you're fully present. So this is a tricky one because, especially if you're living together, obviously there's going to be times when you'll be physically together, but maybe each one of you or one of you will want to just do their own thing. Maybe they just want to sit and watch a movie. Maybe they want to play a game on their phone, or maybe, they just want to sit and read. They don't want to talk. They don't want to engage with you. Barring those moments, when you're spending time with each other, when you go out for date nights, or when you are on a trip together, or when you're just winding down the day or whatever, wherever in your routine you're spending time with each other. During that time, put your phone away. Both of you, just put it away. It's okay. The world's not going to come to an end if you don't immediately respond to that text, or if you miss that one trending hashtag. It's fine. Put your phones away. Put all distractions aside and just be with each other. Number three, you don't stop being an individual. You maintain your interests, you maintain your social circle, you maintain your identity outside of your relationship, and there is no expectation for you to stop being your own individual or for you to change the way you are just because you're now in a committed relation or in a relationship rather. Whether that means in the way you dress, your friend circle, what you like, how you like spending your downtime, alone time, me time, whatever. You maintain your own identity outside of this relationship, which also means maintaining your own bank account. Okay. Number four, five, I don't know. You don't have too many unresolved issues. Let me break a myth about relationships here. All healthy relationships have fights. It is important to fight in a relationship. When done right, it can bring you closer. Fights are not avoidable in a relationship. If you are that close to someone, at some point you will have some disagreement, right? So it is healthier to confront that disagreement, to confront the issue and then resolve it rather than avoid it. Okay, so don't be scared of fighting in a relationship, but you want to fight right. You want to fight with the intention of resolving that issue and then moving on. Maid aati hai na, jharu lagati hai, and all that dust goes under the rug. Your relationship should not be that rug. Six, seven, number five. You actively create positivity in the relationship. So that means going out of your way sometimes to make your partner feel good, actively telling them that you love them, giving them compliments, showing affection. You don't just like passively sit back. This is a very like also a very Indian male thing to do, that I don't have to tell her I love her. Of course, she knows I love her. No, dude, you have to tell her. It's not like there is some pressure to be romantic or anything like that. It's just you need to communicate, and sometimes people need to be shown that they are loved rather than it just being some vague idea in someone's head that you are not really sure after a point if it's even there, right? So, in healthy relationships, you proactively show your love and appreciation to your partner. Number six, you don't expect your partner to fill in all the roles in your life. Millennials have this idea that your partner should be your best friend, your workout buddy, even your work partner. You see couples who work together being romanticized and built up a lot these days. And it's putting a lot of pressure on one person. And yes, sometimes your partner will be your best friend. Sometimes your partner will help you with work. Sometimes sometimes, sure, your partner will fill in all these roles, but to expect them to do it all the time is a little unrealistic. There's a quote by Esther Perel along this, which says, "We expect one person to give us what once an entire village used to provide." I'll say this again. We expect one person to give us what once an entire village used to provide. You don't have to set that, standard for yourself. It's okay to be imperfect in some area, when it comes to your relationship. You can't be everything for your partner. And finally, and the most important is that you choose each other every single day. Falling in love may not be a choice, but staying in love is always a choice. There's going to be a ton of reasons for you to want to quit a relationship, want to give up on it. And some of those reasons may very well be valid, right? Maybe I'll do a separate video on this. But yeah, sure, some of those reasons may very well be valid. But when they're not, when it's these little things that are piling up, or when it's just your internal self doubt or some fantasy that you have that makes you question the relationship, or when your life is not what you had thought it would be, but it's not terrible to actively choose to love your partner every single day. Let me read what I have written here. Let's not have any illusions that love is forever or that there is the one. Love ebbs and flows and often dies. The one really could be anyone. Who you end up with is a function of many factors that are sometimes out of your control: proximity, social circle, interests, sheer coincidence, emotional availability. But who you grow old with is the person you choose over and over again every single day. So, yeah, there it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be that person. And yeah, if you have any thoughts, leave comments below. I have written about this. I've written an article where I go into a little bit more detail about each one of these points, where I've talked about the studies that have informed these 7 points about healthy relationships. So I'm going to drop the link below. To head to the website and give it a read. And yeah, tell me if there's a relationship question you have, if there's a question about love that you want answers to. I will look for the answers and I will make another video for you. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. How do people say this with a straight face? I don't get it.